as we start into this session here on how STAR employees think, we've got two pictures. Picture on the left versus the picture on the right. What do you guys think? The person on the left, how is that employee thinking about work? Give me some of your ideas.
He's enthusiastic.
Okay, great word, enthusiastic. Tell him I'll call him back later.
Brain's going 100 miles an hour trying to...
Okay, he's getting a lot of things done. How else? Jessica, when you look at that picture, the guy on the left, what are you picturing there? What are you seeing? How is that guy thinking?
He's thinking about everything that he has to do.
Good deal. He's thinking about all the things to get done. Michaela, what about you? What are you seeing in that picture? Yeah, think about that. Interpret this picture. You got a guy, his hands, got all kinds of things going on. Up at the top, on the left, the guy with all the arms, the octopus guy.
Manage a lot of stuff.
Yeah, trying to manage a lot of stuff. Makes sense. Ruben, what are you getting out of that?
He always has something he can do, like when he finishes one thing.
Love it. He's got several things that he can do. Not only that he has not only things to do, but they're things he can do. Multiple things that he can do. That is very important. Now let's take a look at the person on the right. Look at the picture. Notice what they're doing. We're just going to interpret how the person, there's an old ancient proverb that says, as a man thinks, so he does. So here we have a picture of a person doing something. What does that tell us about what he is thinking?
He's tired and wants to go home.
Tired and wants to go home.
He thinks there's nothing to do.
Nothing to do. Yeah, even take a look at the clock. What time is it on the clock?
For 5 o'clock today.
Very good. He's got 5 minutes. He's shut down. It's not. Do you think he's still getting paid?
Yes.
I bet he is. I bet he hadn't gotten clocked out, but he's just kind of waiting for 5 o'clock. What else? What else are you seeing there?
Laziness.
Lazy. Who's he thinking about? Is he thinking about the company?
Himself.
He's thinking about himself. Is he thinking about other employees?
No.
Is he thinking about customers?
No.
Is he thinking about his family?
Possibly.
Possibly, only to get home to them, but he's not thinking about the family in the right way. Is he thinking about his children? Is he thinking about his future? Only to the respect of, I want to get to my future. I don't want to be here, I want to be there. I don't want to be here, I want to be there, type of thing. But he's not thinking about it in the right way. The guy on the left is probably thinking about, how do you think when you look at the guy on the left, how is he thinking about his future?
He's excited and he's focused on it.
Yeah, focused on the future. I have multiple things that I can use to get me to my future. What were you going to say, Ruben?
He's working towards his future.
He's working towards it. Okay? So write those things in there if you haven't already. Be sure to write those things in about these two different mindsets about how we look at work, you guys, because it all begins with how you think. I think we've talked about this before, that everybody say tough bar. Have we done this so far? Everybody say tough bar. Okay, we're going to try that again. Say tough bar.
I didn't hear you say tough.
Okay, tough bar. It's like, that's a weird word. Okay, I know you're not doing it on the camera here. Tough bar, one more time.
Tough bar.
Tough bar, okay? T-F-B-A-R. Tough bar. Thoughts lead to feelings. Feelings lead to beliefs. Beliefs lead to actions, and actions turn into results. As we have written here, it all begins with the way you think. Your thoughts will grow into your beliefs. Your beliefs will drive your decisions and your actions. Well, I don't want this result in my life anymore. I want X, Y, and Z. I want things to be better. Okay, well, rather than just focusing on actions, to get long-term change in actions, I have to get long-term change in thinking, the way that I'm looking about it. So if I'm the person on the right, looking at the clock, I'm tired, I can't wait till closing time, I've got plans tonight, if you know what I mean, you know. If that's the way that we're thinking, I promise you, if a manager comes to this person and says, man, I want you to do this, and I want you to do this, and you need to have this outcome, and you need to do these actions, and you need to do these actions, what do you think that person's going to say? Do you think they're going to sit up straight and go, yeah, I'll do that? They probably will. They probably will. But when the manager leaves, what do you think they're going to do?
They're going to be like, whatever.
Yeah, they're going to roll their eyes. They're going to go right back to this position. Right back to chin in the hand, right back to what they're doing, because their thinking has them stuck. Take a look at this picture down at the bottom. I love this picture, okay? Here's me over here, and then here is my future over here. All my dreams, my wildest dreams are over here on this side. Here's how most people think about work. Work is a big thing that's in the way between me and my future. I have to do work to get to my future. I've got to go through that gateway. And we think of this as this big thing. It's a negative concept that we have about work. I had it for years. 47 years I had this thinking about work. It was this big thing. How many people that do you know of, because I know it's not you guys, but how many people can you think of that if you were to ask them, do you think work is a real positive thing or a real negative thing? How many of you think that they would come across with, it's negative, it's kind of a necessary evil? You think most people would say that? It's a necessary evil, something I have to do. 78% of people are disengaged at work because they're looking at it like this.
Do what you enjoy, though.
Oh, yeah. But when I'm 18, 19 years old, do I know what I enjoy yet? Not yet. Or what I do enjoy doesn't make a whole lot of money, you know? So here's what people tend to do, Reuben. Not you, but other humans have actually done this in history. Does that make sense? You try to get around work. You try to do as little as possible. Okay, no, I'll get the job, but I'm just going to do that. Go here. I'm just going to do as little as possible, try to stay under the radar, get to where I want to go. There's no way you're going to be a star employee at that point. No way you're going to get promoted. But I bet that these people are saying, man, it's not fair. How come Johnny gets promoted? Well, the boss just likes him more than me. You know, you go into all those excuses. Become, fatalistic. You become a victim. You become a victim of it. It's always the world, the boss, the government. It's all against me. It's like, we don't want to go there, Jess. What's that? It's the man. It's the man. Man, I saw a thing on the news the other night about a guy talking about the man. And it was just, are you kidding me? I mean, man, I want to be careful here, okay? I don't know if we got a graphic, but I could get up on a soapbox here. But just talk about where we are in America right now with talking about, well, you know, I should get paid more, you know, to work at McDonald's. I should get paid more to flip hamburgers. It's like, it's a minimum wage job. It's not meant to be a career. It's not meant to support your family. It's meant to be an entry-level job where you can learn all the things that we're talking about so you can move to the next level. And the next level. Well, I don't want to move to the next level. I just want to stay here all my life and get paid more. It just doesn't work like that. You guys okay with that? Okay? It just doesn't work like that. But again, a lot of people try to make it work like that. Another way to look at this is, put that there. Here's me. Here is future. And now I see work. I am an awesome artist. Boom. I see work as a vehicle. I like this. This is a whole lot better than the other way. It's a whole lot better than the other way to see work as a vehicle to get me to my future. Okay? But unfortunately, what this does, Reuben, is it still disconnects me from my future. I'm here and I still want to get there. I still got to get in this car and I got to spend time in the car. I just want to get there. I just want to move to this place and I want to be there. I don't have to spend time in the car. Anybody, are we there yet? Anybody know what I'm talking about? That whole thing, the family trip, you know, in the family roadster type of thing. It's not enough space and all that fun stuff. So I like this better than the other one, but it still has me disconnected from my future. You guys, what I'm training my daughters to do, which has been interesting, but it's kind of working, which has been fun. And what I train people across the country to do is learn how to embrace the car, embrace the vehicle, embrace where I am now. How can I get to that space where the vehicle that I'm in is actually where I'm supposed to be right now? I'm not disconnected from my future. I am connected. I am getting prepared. I am moving toward my future. And work is allowing me to do that. This is how STAR employees think about work. The model still has what I want disconnected from where I am today. Somehow we have to embrace the vehicle that we are in today so we can connect with the daily work that is going on to get us where we want to go. 3 statements here. You may like these, you may not like these. In fact, on a scale of 1 to 10, all right? Enjoy, and 10 being like, man, I love that phrase. It's awesome. 1 being, are you kidding me? And you almost cuss, all right? If you were a cusser, you would cuss at these phrases. That would be number 1, all right? Don't actually cuss because we're filming, all right? But number 1, you have been created to work. Scale of 1 to 10, write down. How do you, man, that's awesome. I love that phrase. Or, I don't know about that at all. Scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself on that? 10 being the highest. Number 2, work is good. And notice the exclamation point. I put it there on purpose. It's not work is good, it's work is good. Scale of 1 to 10. And again, this is for you. I'm not going to ask you to give your answer, everybody, so feel free to be honest on this. And then finally, work is important for me. Important. Not a necessary evil, but it's important. It's important for me. Scale of 1 to 10. How many of you guys had 10s on each one of those? Okay, very few people do. How many people, you didn't have 10s, but everybody had 9s, right? Everybody went with 9s.
I had 1 9.
Okay, had 1 9. Okay? People don't usually think of these things as really positive statements when they're thinking about work because there are things, the work is between me and where I want to go. Some people point to the Bible and say, well, even the Bible, especially, we're in Oklahoma, we're in the Bible Belt, all right, of the United States. Some people point to the Bible and say, even the Bible says that work is a curse. You might want to check that thing again. I even have a verse here for those people that are thinking the Bible is the support for them and their thoughts here. The idea here is a verse. Let's see, where is it? A little bit down here. The Lord God took man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and take care of it. So this whole idea of work has purpose, work has meaning. But again, Reuben, if I'm not careful, I will strip work of its meaning because it's just in the way. And I get frustrated with it. And I hate going to work. Fair enough? Does that make sense? Let's see. Did you know that 3 out of 4 people in America, I'm going to jump that stat. Let's go to, the reason why I bring this up is because I think that the big reason why many people have the idea that work is bad is because they are seeing it in their parents. Parents come home, gripe and yell, complain about work. They see it in the environment around them. And they just adopt this idea that work is bad, negative. If I didn't have to work, I wouldn't. How many of you guys have ever heard that before? Okay? I'm sure you haven't ever thought it. Definitely you haven't ever said it, but you know of those people that do. If I didn't have to work, I sure wouldn't. But man, guys, leisure is purposeless. Yes, it may be really nice for a time, but over time, you will find that leisure, no purpose in life, will lead to depression. Exactly. I mean, it is tragic. And I've got a stat on the next page to show this. But you can see here in the picture down at the bottom, take a look at these 2 pictures. How would you translate these pictures? On the left side, you have this thing of clay. In the middle, this arrow, that's work. On the far side, you have this sculpture. How would you translate that graphic? It's a good-looking graphic, if I don't say so myself.
Work shapes you.
Work shapes you. It's work that actually turns you into the masterpiece that you've been designed to be. Guys, that is key. I'm going to say that one more time. It's work that forms you and shapes you into the masterpiece that you were designed to be from the very beginning.
Shows your true colors.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Being shy in something.
Work is important. Work is valuable because it shapes me. Harvard Medical School on page 16. Harvard Medical School announced that there is a 40% increase of depression after retirement. And 27 weeks without work leads to depression. Everybody say 27. 27 weeks. Okay, so let's just let's divide that by 4. How many months is that?
It's 2 years.
It's like 6 months, 6, 7 months. 27 weeks.
Oh, I was thinking months.
Yeah.
Weeks.
27 weeks.
That's it? They're saying that 27 weeks? Wow.
that much time, 6 to 7 months, without purposeful production in your life, depression sets in. Man, I'd love to have 6 months. Be careful with that. Again, it's that mindset that leads us to this place of being unfulfilled. 78% the American workforce is disengaged at work. Why? Because they want to get to this place called fulfilled. They want to live in this place called the masterpiece, but they're not willing to allow work to do it. So they disengage. Now, they're disengaged at 25. Do you think all of a sudden at 35 they're going to go, oh man, my life is going just according to plan? No. Do you think at 45, oh man, this is exactly what I was wanting in my life? 55, no. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. We have to engage. We have to become very comfortable and embrace time in the car. It's family time. Builds relationships, all that stuff that dads always say, you know. Don't make me pull this car over. Okay? My dad used to say that all the time.